Welcome back to the channel, folks, and to another battle report. This one was recorded at our February meetup at Nightly Gaming in Bathgate. Get in touch if you're in Scotland and you want to come along and get involved. Now, this game was a little bit different in that it was part of Valley Gaming's Firestorm Arnhem campaign. Now, if you don't know Valley Gaming on YouTube, hopefully you do because you're watching this video, check them out and give them a sub. They've got loads and loads of battle reports on there, and they're currently running a Firestorm Arnhem campaign. Tom, one of our regulars, is the German commander, so he's arranged a few games to be played at our meet, and we're going to cover off one of them in this video. Now, one of the players in the video, Dave, is coming back to Flames of War from version 3. That was the last time he played, so I'm going to be coaching him through the game, which will involve me talking a lot, so apologies up front for that, folks, if I'm sounding a bit like a school teacher. But I'm just trying to give him an idea of the changes and the choices he's got in version 4 compared to how he maybe would have played it in version 3. Now, another thing that's different from our usual games is that whilst this is a 100-point game, because it's part of a campaign, the commanders, the Allied one and the German one, are able to assign additional units, the Firestorm units as they're called. So in this case, the British players got a big advantage in that they have an additional unit of tanks and an additional battery of artillery compared to a small battery of anti-aircraft guns for the Germans. But that's because the British are making a big effort in this sector, so it makes sense from part of the campaign point of view. But you know, it's just a training game for Dave anyway. Anyway, let's get over to the mission. It's fighting withdrawal, with Mark attacking and Dave defending, trying to hold on to an area around one of the bridges. Right, so here is the deployment. That's the side Dave is defending, Mark attacking from there. Mark put an objective, I'm reading that, down there, and you can see he's arranged in marker on top of it, and then one down here, arranged in marker over there. Dave's ranged in markers, pre-ranged in his nebs in the wood, and grills over there. So for deployment, 3 Panzer 4s an ambush, then Firestorm 88 plus Firestorm 20mm, and then his grills, Pumas, the short platoon of infantry, the HQ, one in the half-track, one in the house, 88s, mortar half-tracks, flame half-tracks, the other short platoon with the half-tracks there, 88 platoon, spotter, and neb. Now you can see there's a couple of minefields watching that side. One just choking the approaches there a bit, and then one around here. So that is the German deployment. Okay, so Mark's deployment. So these are actually sextons, and infantry. It's a short platoon with the company HQ. These are subbing in as actually Cromwells and a Challenger. So that's 3 Cromwells and 1 Challenger. And that was the 1st Infantry Platoon, Infantry HQ. Then a platoon of Shermans, 1 Firefly, HQ of 2 Shermans, platoon of 3 Shermans, 1 Firefly, 2 Shermans, 1 Firefly, more infantry, and that's a short platoon again, Stuarts, and more sextons. So that's 2 batteries of sextons. So British movement, you can see infantry moving up here. 2 field cross checks to get into that field. Remember, these are Cromwells and Challenger. Stuarts are moving up into that wood successfully, it looks like. One stuck outside, and then everything else moving up along here. The observer repositioned as well. So just a general advance along the whole front. Right, so British shooting, starting with bombardment. The sextons going to try and range in here. Right, okay, so what's the rating? You guys are careful. What are your 88s? Right, okay, so these are the full-on 88s, so that'll be 5s.
5?
Yeah, 40 start up to 5s.
So for the 88s, I also get your Panzer 3 as well. One of your 88s.
Right, so 188's got to make a save, and that's got a 4-up save. 4, but they'll be pinned, right?
On to the Panzer 3. That'll be hit.
Right, so what's your attack?
Probably only 2. Oh no, 3 from Binding Conduit.
Right, so your top armour 1 against anti-tank 3.
So I need a 2 or better.
A 3 will keep you safe. A 2 might be, like 4's fine.
And then you've got your half tracks and your guys.
One guy outside a half track.
Yep.
Right, so he's got a 3-up save this turn. Only the 1. And he makes it, but they're pinned. And next turn you'll have to reroll successful saves if he stays ranged in there. Right, and then you've got 3 half tracks.
3 half tracks, yeah.
Oh, you're not throwing
Well, you can keep them. 2, 3 and 4, doesn't matter.
roll them in.
I hit 1. No.
No, they're careful.
No, careful. So,
Yeah.
no, I didn't hit the half tracks.
No, right.
Yeah, so they survive. So over there, see if your range is in.
So 3 up to 4.
Going for here.
Yes, no. First time. No. Yes,
Okay, so
up to 6s.
these guys are all careful. Well, he isn't. He's aggressive.
He's aggressive.
So it'll be a
he'll
5.
5. So
Yeah.
for the 88?
No.
And for the 2 Pumas? Nope. And for the grill at the back? Yes.
And
Is he a full Monty?
he's careful, so he's a 6 this turn.
Okay, so he missed.
Right. So he's ranged in there, which means next turn, if he fires there again, he'll be having to reroll successful saves if he's hit. Right.
So might be wise moving them then.
Well, yes and no. You can shoot back, possibly. We'll see. Right, Mark, any other shooting?
Anybody else can do some shooting?
Did those guys dash or tactical?
Tactical.
Or the potential?
They are scouts, they can be going around. 25.
Shoot at the OP, so they'll be a 7 because of range and concealment and careful. To get a 7, Dave, you need a 6 followed by a 5.
5.
Yeah.
Right, that's all. Turn 1, right?
Right, end of British turn 1 shooting. So German starting step, these platoons didn't unpin. The half-tracks got themselves out from under the template. Over there it's get the hell away for the hill. The girls tried to blitz but failed, even on a 3-up. So they just moved out of the template. The Pumas passed and then moved over here tactically behind this embankment. Oh, and the Tigers passed the blitz to be shooting through here. So German turn 1 shooting, the Nebelwerfer is going to try and range in on the hill. No, you need a 4, 3 for your base skill rating, and then 1 for the terrain. Second attempt. Yeah. Right, so that'll catch them all. Just has to be somewhere up front that you're ranged in. I'll take that one. So, this is a salvo template. So it's big. So it goes 5 inches out, so it's probably going to catch 1 Stuart as well.
I don't think so.
Rotate on 1 Stuart, then you'll be needing a 5. Right? And then this is important depending on where they are. So roll for the first sexton. It's hit. Second one is missed. Third one is hit, and then fourth one is missed. So what's your anti-tank on your neb? 2 up. Right. So 0 against 2.
So he has to roll
3 to be safe. 1.
This guy.
And a 3. A 2. Right, so chance to kill this one on a 4 up.
5 up. 5 up.
2 and 2, but it's a 4 up. And then the next one's a bail. No. So that one's bailed because you had a chance to kill it but failed. That one you had a chance to bail it but failed. So 1 bailed, and that's it. Right. Do you want to do your other artillery just now? Or do you want to keep shooting over here?
Well, that artillery moved, didn't it? Or the mortars.
You've got potential to observe with your commander. onto those infantry.
Oh, so they drop the mortars on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. So what do I need then?
Well, I don't think you get a template in there without hitting terrain. So you'd be base rating of 3 for being veteran plus 1 for terrain. 4, yeah. So that'll get all of them. It's more kind of this way, but it still gets everybody. Right, so you've got 5 rifle bases to hit, and it'll be on 4 because he's careful. So 2, then you've got a light mortar. He's hit, and then the Piat. He's hit. So Mark's got to make his 3 up saves now.
So we've got 2 rifles, a Piat and a mortar. The Piat can be the brown dice.
Right.
So 2 riflemen die, but the 2 main weapons are ready.
So 2 riflemen away, and he's pinned. Oh, sorry. There's only 2 of them. Reroll those. See the ones you killed? Reroll them. You've got to. If you've only got 2 guns, you've got to reroll successful hits. So just do the 2. No, that does it anyway. The other ones it doesn't matter because you made your saves. Right.
Only 2. If there's 4, then I'd get full effect.
3 or more.
3 or more.
Yeah.
So 4.
Right. What do you want to shoot next?
88. What can they visibly see?
Well, you can see the hill. But is there 2 of them peeking over? So I reckon he's got 1 who can see that one. That one there doesn't really have any targets. That one there can see him, right? You would need a 6 because he's careful.
1 dice.
He's pinned. No. Right. Now you've also got these. One of them is pretty restricted and can only see
1 time.
look, to the back there. And the other one is. So I think we'll have to roll them separately. Right, so the one that can see all of them, 2 shots needing 6s because he's careful, concealed, and at range. No. And then the other one with restricted targets, the same again. No.
The 6s are needed.
Yeah, careful. The Brits are careful in the main. Now, you've got this guy here who can see through to the Cromwell units. Now, because you're elevated, he's not going to get concealment from the low terrain. So you'll have 2 dice floating for 5s.
5s. I need a bit of luck.
No. That's the one that you probably could have hoped to hit. Right, so the only other potential shooting might be one guy shooting up through there.
MG.
But if you fire, you'll lose your gun to ground, and you might be wanting to keep your gun to ground for the sake of firing a handful of dice.
I'd rather stay hidden in the
Right. So now it just remains for shooting and scooting. Right, because you finish your firing, you're not doing any assaulting. So what you can do for shoot and scoot is you could, for instance, if you pass your skill check, pull them back so they're out of line of sight. And that's the German thing. But if you get a 1, you're not doing anything. So I think, so you've got a couple of motivations to do, eh? So these guys are,
That's not ranged anymore.
yeah, these are the kangaroo guys, they're just confident, eh? They've nothing, they're not weak ones, if you see what I mean.
No, they're not. These are. Oh no, they are reluctant. Oh no, no, so the tune is confident.
Right, okay, and you've got your HQ beside them, so within 6 inches, so we can get a reroll.
Let's see if we need reroll. Yes, we do. Oh, we're okay.
So they're on pinning, which means they can keep moving forward, which is ideal. Not for you. And then you've got a remount.
16. I feel it's 3+ according to this.
Yeah, they do that with the British artillery and guns a lot. So he gets back in, so that means they're in full action, full line of sight. If you just,
So he's got back in, okay.
yeah, right, and then he'd be onto his movement.
Happy days.
So British movement, you can see the guys are dismounted and moved up. One kangaroo got stuck in a hedge, so they're staying up to support with their MGs. They guys have all passed the cross check to move into here. The Cromwells are moving in, they're under that bridge, but are gunning for him. More Sherman movement into these fields. A couple got stuck on the hedges. They're trying to get away from line of sight of the Tiger. I think that leaves these guys here and here. There's actually another platoon of infantry and kangaroos there. The platoon of infantry that moved up into this house are actually just on foot. So there's 3 short platoons of infantry. These guys are just working their way through that field. And the Stuarts coming out of the woods, one got stuck there, one made it, and then one came around from the back. So there's a lot coming in on this one at the moment, but still a hell of a lot coming in on that one as well. Right, so British turn to shooting. Where do you want to start, Mark?
Right, we'll start with our artillery again.
Right, so here. So, 2 guns now. Because he's already ranged in, it's just your basic skill level with no modifiers, so they're careful skill level. To hit level 4 ups. Right, they're both hit. Now, because you've been hit with repeat bombardment, you have to reroll successful saves. So first of all, roll your 2 saves. A 4 and a 1. See the one that passed, he's got to reroll. Because one's failed already, the one that's passed has failed. So 5 per kill. 4 and a 2. So that one there's dead, that one there's just going to stay pinned. Now, infantry base. And then the observer. No.
Moment, I think it's going to be the gun.
Right. Yeah. Repeat bombardment. 1 gun. Needing a 3 to hit because this one's aggressive. It's living a charmed life so far.
So our crumbles will have a pop at it.
Right, so
3 concealed, 4.
it'll be concealed. It's a short range or long range?
Yeah, short range.
Yeah.
Long range for the Challenger, but short range for the...
The Challenger will be no HE as well. So 4s and
3 4.
3 4s, and then there'll be a 6.
Oh, yes, 6.
So the Challengers need 4s to hit you because you're aggressive. Short range concealed.
So, these guys on 4s, and the grey dice on the
Challenger.
4 5.
6.
6.
6 will do it. 2 hits in. So you've got 2 saves to make. Now they're 4 up saves. They're a big gun. 2 fails, so he's going to do 2 3 up firepowers to kill you.
What's the difference in firepower?
They're just 3 up firepowers. That'll do it.
One dead. So
So it's a short range, concealed, got on the ground, playing for 6s.
So, the 17. This one guy at the back.
Give me long range. And he needed a 7.
Nobody else can see anything. I'm not going to shoot those guys because I'll get fixed plus mostly my saves for them at the moment. That is that.
Right then, so you turn to, you're going to start with motivations. Right? So, unpinnings first of all, or rallies we could call it these days. No. And these guys? Yes. Now, there's none over there, is there?
No.
So it's going to come down to a last stand for these guys. Their last stand is a 3+. So he's staying, but he's still pinned. Right. So now in turn 2 you have to choose a unit to withdraw. Wee bit of help, just get rid of them. Well, you're not going to have that unit anymore, so it's not really going to do anything. You're not got any aircraft to worry about. Right, and then it will be over to ambushes. The ambush is coming in here, a defensive move to protect that objective.
Another
from assault.
Panzer IV somewhere, which
And he's keeping it in the wood for concealment, though that may cause problems with cross-checks if they have to move. So, German movement, they're getting themselves out of that line of sight through there and just hanging tight. The Tigers are dashing around to here, and the Pumas are joining them.
into that corner with Mark Irving.
German turn to shooting. Right, so this is using the HQ to spot, is it?
Yeah.
Right, okay. So he's going to be veteran anyway. The one thing to remember, Dave, is if you go on the lowest of the ratings of the two when ranging in, right? But a 6 is fine for anyone.
So you've got three of the kangaroos, and you've got the Challenger and two of the.
Right. So he's careful. You ranged in first attempt. You need 4s.
4s for the Challenger.
Okay.
2 for the.
Roll the dice. Roll the dice. 4, 5, 6 is the Challenger.
And then 2 for your kangaroos.
Kangaroos. No.
They're the ones you really wanted to hit. See when you were rolling to hit there with your bombardment, there was 3 different types of tank, 2 different types of tank under the template.
Yeah.
So
That's why we rolled the 4, 5, 6.
So just make sure you're rolling.
So there's only 2 of those, so do I have to re-roll?
Reroll successful, yeah.
Right, okay, so you need to re-roll the 2 successes.
4 and a 2.
1.
So just say that's an ordinary Sherman. Top armour 1. He's fine. You're going to struggle to kill tanks with artillery.
Your other marker. Artillery marker.
Okay, so the rockets automatically range in.
They're already ranged in, so we just roll to hit.
So on 4s, so roll separately at the moment, because this one, we can roll 3 of them to be rolled together.
Yeah.
But one needs to be rolled separately. So one of them.
One of them, and the guy who's peeking over the hill.
Yep. We're still going to have him in range?
Nah, he'll be alright.
Right, so this guy here is a 2, so he's potentially
Bailed.
failed, and the other guy
Oh,
potentially
right.
failed as well.
So, roll them separate because it's important where these guys are. So the guy who can see you is fine, and the other guy is bailed. But see if you were shooting at infantry with them, and they were already ranged in, you'd be clobbering them. Armoured vehicles are more resilient in version 4 than in version 3.
So the mortar's on top of them then?
Who's spotting for them? Ah, right, okay, he can see them, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're going to need a 4 to range in because your skill's 3 and there's terrain. Okay, so get your template. It could probably get placed.
Probably placed pretty much anyway.
Yeah, so bomb. So there you go. Probably the 2 kangaroos and the infantry.
Yep.
So 2 kangaroos then?
Right. 1.
And how
So-
many infantry?
5.
3 here and another.
Right, so do 5 infantry for the ordinary bases, just to 1 hit. And then... Nah, but re-roll that hit because there's only 2 guns. This is the mortars. So re-roll the hit on the kangaroo. Yep, and then a hit on the infantry guy. 1 single dice, hit an infantry guy, hit. Right, okay.
So we've got kangaroo
0 against 1. He's fine.
and the infantryman.
He's fine. But I guess a pin in them might slow them down. Right.
What's the 88 then?
Okay, the 88 can have a go at that again, or you can have a go at that that's peeking over the hill, or you can try and hit them. Now those guys are careful, concealed, got to ground because their scouts are not firing. So you need 6s. 1 chance of getting them on a 6, or 1 chance of getting him on a 6.
With 1 dice?
Yeah, because you're pinned.
They're still short range, but they're still a 6.
Yeah, because it's 4 and then 5 for concealment, 6 for going to ground because of scouts.
So how many's bailed out over there? Just 2?
One's bailed out, but you can't actually see him.
But the other one I can see.
The one that's not bailed
still
out.
need a 6 to hit it.
Yeah,
Hopefully that's alright. It's never been there.
nearly. No. Okay, so these guys going to stay going to ground,
Yeah.
right? The guys have not really got anything to shoot at. One could maybe see over here, but better to stay going to ground for the sake of rolling a 6. So I think that's it for shooting.
What about the people in the building?
If you want to lose, you're going to ground, yeah.
Well, what reason we're going to go?
Now,
This is the problem.
remember, you will need a 6 to pass any firepower checks against them, and you'll need 5 to hit them. So there's a chance you could pin them down,
But it's better to stay on the ground and then counter.
potentially, yes. Because next turn you need 6s to hit you if it's direct fire. But that's the decision you've got to make. You could add that into the shooting as well to get more chances of pinning them down. It would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, it would be 12 dice, and then another 6 dice, needing 5s. You might pin them down.
I will leave it this turn.
Right,
I'd rather go on the ground. Hard to hit.
so is that it for shooting?
But let me see everything else. So.
Okay. Right, Mark. So, couple of motivations.
So we have a bailed out guy there. See if he gets my kid. No, he doesn't.
But you've still got 3 guns.
Okay, these guys, do they get on pin? Yes, they will on a 4.
And that's it, eh? So British movement. First of all, big dash, excuse me, it's going to focus to get them behind the hill, out on the side of the Tigers, ready to advance to the hill. And then these guys are moved into the square so they can shoot into the air around the wood.
These 2 Shermans can cross this bit of terrain here. Yay, they can for a change. Huzzah.
And once these Shermans are past all these hedges, they're going to have a lot more freedom of action. Some more Sherman movement, successful this time.
See if he can get across the
Here. And the Kangaroos are moving up with the infantry, so there'll be some action coming up there soon for sure.
Yes,
Stuart came out to here from the wood, passed its cross check. So they're all now aiming in on this objective, but it's quite well defended. Infantry are pulling back. Some of the shots platoon. So there's infantry here and in that house. Is that British turn 3 shooting?
Right, let's do our artillery. So the guys on there,
So these sections going for here again. Gun,
yeah.
hit, reroll, successful saves again. Remember, just roll 2 dice. A 5 and a 3 nearly.
So, did that die?
He's a goner. Observer,
Observer.
he's hit as well. So your top armor 1 against anti-tank, 3. Cocked. So chance to kill him. 4 will do it, so he's a goner. Just he stays, he's a wreck.
And your grunt.
Infantryman. 6 is a hit, so 2. Right, okay, you pass the first 10, then a re-roll, fail. He's a goner as well. And they're pinned.
Again. That jury's a pain.
It took longer to kill them than you might have expected.
Right. So, now, our nice little here, I'm going to leave pop and your tiger in the arse. And the two guys here will pop and your pumas.
Right, so are you in short range of the pumas at all?
Oh, shoot, my target.
Shooting the tiger.
Okay.
Those two are shooting the pumas. Right. So the guy against the puma, sorry, the guy against the tiger will be 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Ooh. And then the two shots against your pumas. Like
Depends if it's short.
it's short.
Right, so that's one hit.
So we'll take a puma.
So that'll be straight to firepower.
Yep. Dead puma.
Right, you shot one of your pumas. Right, now here's the thing. Which one are you shooting?
I will shoot at the one that's in. The other one is actually going to be at long
Right.
range. So I'll shoot the shorter range.
Short range. Okay, right, so you can try mistaken target. Right, that's out the rule. In version 4, the firer applies, but you get a chance to move it on yourself. Right, so if you get a 3 or more, you can move it to the one at long range. It means you've got a chance of saving in this case, because your front ammo will go to 4.
Ah, I see.
6. Okay, that'd been handy for a save. Right, now you're going to roll. You've got a chance to get a save now, right? But you need a 6 for a bail.
6 for a bill, so
Yep.
still likely to die.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, you're still dead. But that's the mechanism you're going to understand in version 4.
Right, these three, see if you're building in here to try and get your
HQ. Right, so those 3 tanks are going to go for the HQ.
now. The
How can you go for the HQ when you've not seen it?
He's gone to ground.
it's going to be very hard to hit.
He's at a window, looking at the window, saying, "Artillery, over there."
So using the Firefly will use machine guns. Sorry, the here's Firefly. Yeah, the Firefly will use machine guns, but the Shermans will use the 75s. So the 3 machine gun shots will be
60s.
60s.
Gone to ground. Veteran type.
Missed. And then
Careful
2,
type, I should say.
75s. Potential.
So that's a hit.
Right. So you've got to save on.
No, he's now going to try and do mistaken target
Yep.
to see if he can attach onto the platoon beside him.
But he's company commander only one man.
He fails it. He's got one company commander inside there and one behind in a half track.
Ah, right, okay.
Right, so you're now going to make a save. Because you failed a mistaken target. If you passed it, you could have passed it off to someone in line of sight and he passes the save.
This guy is going to call in our artillery.
So he's got a spotter and a wood over there. He's going to
Call it in. Over here.
Well, it's danger close, you see, there because of the guys in the house. So he's having to push it back a bit.
But, yeah, so I'm going to clip. Okay. Yeah.
Potentially 4 infantry, a half track, and a Puma.
Yeah.
So he's maybe going to hit these guys. So it's a 3.
3's up to 4s because of
What's his skill?
his OP is veteran 3.
Veteran, right. So he needs 4s to hit here because of the terrain.
First one missed. Second one hit. So it's +1. So you'll be 4s up to
4 infantry, but it's kind of important because see that guy there, he's nowhere near your guy, he's out of line of sight, so roll to see if you hit him. Don't roll 4 dice.
Alright, okay.
Don't just roll 4 dice and roll with the line, so roll to hit him. I'm just talking for the video.
Alright.
Right, and then right, so he's going to make a save. The platoon commander, he's fine, but they're pinned. Right, half track,
A half track? Nope.
and then Puma.
Puma's hit.
Right, Puma's hit. His top armour is 0. Right, Puma, so you're 0 against 3. Enough chance to kill him. Puma's bailed.
Bailed.
Anything else, Mark? What about here? I mean, your guys haven't got on the ground or anything, so there's no advantage to not shooting. But there's also not a lot of point because you need 60s, so no shooting. Right, any shooting and scooting?
No, because they're on the two with more than their...
Okay. German turn 3, you've got to start with motivations first of all then, right?
Or remove a unit first.
No, motivations.
Motivation.
Yeah. So, these guys unpinning or not? No. Those guys with a reroll, a 3, no, and then a reroll because your commander's beside them, a 6, so they unpin. Right, your Puma has got to do a remount. I wasn't going to do it, now it's got to do its last stand. It's not close enough for a reroll because the commander is in that house. 6, he's okay, so he's staying. Now, you have to withdraw a unit. So, you can withdraw that. It counts as destroyed because in this mission, for this particular rule, if it's in bad spirits and it's taken off, it counts as destroyed. It's pretty much destroyed already. Or you could take away the mortars.
Or they get rid of them because they're going to die.
They may die, they may not.
Well, even Merkin might running in full speed, he's still going to get the shoot me. So.
Anyway, take them off then. Right, and then we're on to movement. So German movement, the Tiger has come up to here with a blitz and a tactical, so the backside's not hanging out. So you get line of sight and then at short range. These also passed a blitz from here.
So you fire 2 shots in the tanks, but then
and then moved up here to do some crazy flaming. We'll see what happens to that.
He dice this turn.
Over to shooting then.
Yeah.
Right, where do you want to start?
Let's go for the fun one, flamethrowers.
Okay then, right. So, you've only got a 4-inch range.
Yeah.
Now, see when you're firing anything really, if it's 4 inches or under, when it comes to applying targets, you choose. Right, remember the attacker, the firer chooses a target, right? So, one will be going that way, one will be going that way because of line of sight. So they've got 4 each. So,
You better do this individually to see if you hit.
first one. You need 4s.
One dice.
One dice.
One dice. You've got maximum 4 hits. You've got 3 guys in range. So him, you hit. Okay?
No, he's going to apply the hits himself, right? Right, now is that all one big platoon? So he's shooting at that platoon? Yeah. Right, so just roll 3 dice. 2, so that's going to hit both. Both tanks are in range. Right, you just got to roll above a 1.
Roll above
So
1.
the sandy dice is for the Firefly.
You're fine. And then the same again over here. Take it to the same platoon. How many hits was that?
That's 3 hits. Presume
Right.
4 is what I need.
You need a 4.
So what's the platoon make up there?
That's HQ platoon. That's the second tank of that, and that is from this platoon.
Can I give him a bit of advice? Just pile it all onto the Firefly.
All onto the Firefly.
Yeah. Because he's got to roll a 1 for you to do anything, and then 2 1s for you to stand a chance of even killing it. Oh, like that. But you now because your firepower is auto, so it passes automatically. So the first one bails them, the second one's a double bail, do a motivation. You've got your HQ beside you, and you pass. 2 hits.
2 hits. So what are each?
So you need 5s would have been 6s will do it anyway. A 4 won't. Right. So you're going to want to target the Firefly and an ordinary Sherman.
Yeah.
Right. So you want to do mistaken target. So he's going to try and shift it, and he does. Shifts it off the Firefly. So which means it'll just be 2 firepowers now on the Shermans. Because you're at attack 14 against 6, 7 at best for range. So you've got 2 firepowers to roll now on a 3-up. One bailed, one dead. So after these, you've got your mortars. Do they have anything? They were ranged in.
Oh, they could right here.
The marker's gone.
Pull them down.
Got the template anywhere? Oh, there you go. It'll be twisted that way, so maybe get a chance of getting a couple. Right? Maybe one of them, two of them. Right, now, if you want, you can try and rearrange in, or, oh, right, he's dead now. Right, which means you can still call in the barrage, but because you cannot see the aiming point, you are at a penalty of 1 to hit, but you're already ranged in. So you can potentially hit 2 infantry and 1 kangaroo on 5 ups with rerolls. Remember, because you've only got 2.
Okay, so 2 against.
2 infantry. Right, 5 and a 5, and then re-roll them because you've only got 2 guns firing. A 6 and a 3, so 50-50. And a 1, 2, 3 is him. Yeah, so the Peter's got to make a save. Now, because it's a repeat bombardment, he's failed anyway, but he would have to re-roll successful ones. Right, so the kangaroo. Potentially, see if you hit him first, need a 5. Yep, then re-roll it because you've got 2 guns. Yep, then he's fine. And he doesn't have to re-roll because he's armoured. It's only guns and infantry that have to re-roll. The infantry carries pinned, yeah. Now you've got all these guys here against all these guys who don't have bulletproof cover. You'll need 5 to hit them, but you've got a lot of dice. So you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 9 dice from your infantry, your grenadier. Oh no, sorry, they're pinned. 6 dice from the platoon itself, looking for 5s. So 3 saves. So 1's away. Anyone will do here, to be honest.
We'll take our 2.
And then you've got 12 dice coming from the half tracks. Yeah, they've got 4 each. I know. Wait till you see what you're going to do with the poor paras in the next game. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. It's all ordinary guys that are left here now. So just 2 dice, 2 guys on double saves. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right.
So 2 saves on him.
Right. These are just 3 ups like before.
We'll need 2 on that.
Right. It's fine.
1 save on the other 3.
Oh fuck, that's terrible. 3 fails.
2 just dying basically.
There's 1 guy left. So they're not assaulting you.
They're not doing anything, they're more likely than others.
Probably. Right, your Nebelwerfers. You could go for these guys on the hill again.
Yeah.
Right, so because of where they're at, we've got to roll things. You've got to be careful what you're rolling for, otherwise you might lose an advantage. So the one that can see you, see if you hit it on a 4-up. You do. And then just, oh no, there's 1 bailed out, so roll 2. 2 for them, the other hits, and then the bailed out guy missed. Right, so Mark will do saves. This is 2 against 0. No, right.
On him. And then the other 2,
They're fine. So this guy here is a potential kill. You need a 4-up. He finally kills it. Right, so that one there's away. That one's bailed. If he doesn't get back in, you know that he's bailed it.
Yeah, we didn't. It was built up from last time. I didn't hit him this time.
I know. I am explaining how the rules work. So he's dead, right? He's bailed out. If he doesn't get back in, he's re-rolling successful hits because he's down to 2. Yeah. So you finally killed him after taking all game. Right. Are you doing any? Are you doing any shooting with your infantry over here against his infantry in the house, or are you just going to stay on the ground?
What does it mean for his tank shooting at me if I stay on the ground?
6 is to hit you. If you don't stay on the ground, 5 to hit you.
So it's a 33% chance or 5.5.
Hitting a 6 is a lot more difficult.
Yeah, I think I'll stay on the ground then.
Right, okay, but you will next turn start taking casualties on them from the artillery, okay? At turn 4 motivations then, so... Now, I take it that's your HQ.
That's my HQ.
So he's going to maybe give one of them a reroll.
Yep, so he's dead, and he's, let's back in, he doesn't.
Reroll, he does.
Okay.
So that platoon will be fine, I'd imagine. This guy,
HQ?
he's behind the house,
Oh, behind the house.
and he can see
Hiding.
he gets back in.
He's light left.
This guy, he gets back in, so you're fine. And then you've got a rally first of all, and you do, and then
Last man.
he stays, which, if nothing else, keeps those MGs
Yep, for a turn.
in the game. So British movement, you can see the Cromwells and the Challenger moving up the hill, and then the Kangaroos are doing a bit of a hokey cokey and moving back around underneath the bridge again.
Right then.
So the Shemmers are gathering here with the Stuarts, and these guys, because they were behind the hill, are moving up, and then we're on to shooting.
What we have is we will start with this platoon, which is this tank and these two. So these two will shoot at your half tracks.
Right,
These will fire at the Tigers.
I'm rolling for lots of ones then.
that's not a lot of ones.
That'll be 3 through 4s. And against your Tiger, it'll be 4 range 5. No, 4 concealed 5.
Right.
Sort of short range of me.
No.
Which is the Tiger.
So that poor half track's been hit 3 times.
Yep.
Right, so 3 firepowers because your front armour's 1 against that tank.
Oh, so it's going to be dead then.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Unless you roll 3 ones.
No, he's dead. Might roll 1, but he's dead. This tank will shoot at your other half track.
So that's 4 needed.
Oh, dear.
You're going to have to bully him with a firefly now.
I think I'm only
There's one in the street.
Yep. Right.
Did he die?
He missed.
I missed.
He missed.
I missed.
He missed.
Missed.
Why, what about the rest of these platoons?
Right, so that's fired and that's fired. He's dead. He will fire at the
Right,
tanks down there.
okay, second firefly. Gets 2 hits. Right, okay, your front armour is 9 against 15. So you 6s for a bail.
6s for a bail.
Yeah, attack 15, armour piercing, discarding, sable, blah blah
Was
blah.
that a 17 pounder?
Yeah, the late version. Right, 2 firepowers. 2 deed.
Dead.
2 deads, that kind of opens the side. So they stay on the table and just put smoke on them.
So this is smoking wreck.
Yeah. It's not easy being a tiger in late war.
Right, so
You go a bit long range just to give you a better chance.
this guy
Yeah.
here, you can't see that one, so he will shoot at this man here. Let's think about his shots.
Shooting infantry. No.
He's fired. Right, this guy here will have a pop at your
Half trick.
half track on a 4. No. Oh dear. Right. But you're going to need one still taking your test, so I think you need to get rid of those guys over there first of all. So we'll have our artillery down on here again.
Right, okay, so there's a Build-It Puma and 4 bases of infantry.
Puma
Puma first.
is hit.
So, safely Puma, 0 against 3. Build again, so that's going to be a motivation, which is a, where's your Puma card?
Puma's probably
There we go.
very happy.
Right, so remount is a 4+.
No.
No, reroll because the company HQ is right beside them. Oh no, he's not, that's just ordinary.
No, it's over
He's a
here.
goner. Right, and then 4 bases. Well, let's do it because this is particular.
guy,
Nope.
missed.
And then along the line.
No.
Nope. And then the command. Yep. So that was the exact same as last time. So he's got to make a save, but he's got to reroll successful. That guy. So
Oh, this one?
yep. The rest of them were missed. So he's saved, but he got to reroll successful because it's a repeat bombardment. And his infantry, he's saved. Pinned again though.
Well, we'll do the shooting from over there.
We're out on the hill, right? So they're going to shoot the back of that platoon.
Yep. The rest of them are a bit long.
As long as you've got one in shot. Yeah.
So there'll be fours now on the hill, so they won't get a concealment.
They get concealment because their infantry are dug in. They always get concealment, it's not terrain.
Alright.
And if you're using the main gun, the 17 pounder will be in fact, it'll be 6s, 17 pound or 7.
Why am I doing 6s?
Because they're going to ground. Going to ground infantry, even if they're in the open. So one hit from 75 and then the Firefly, no. So one save on the guy behind the hill there was a 1. He's a goner. So that guy behind the embankment. No. That one, yeah.
Right. So let's see if we can kill some of this Panzer over here. I should try to dig my infantry in with it.
What, try and dig him in?
Alright, try and dig him in.
Infantry, I don't think they're veteran. There's almost no British. You need a commando for that.
Train 4. Right, that's okay.
Like, buckle those MG dice though.
Yep. Right then, so these guys will fire their 75s at the half tracks.
It's only for 5s.
Nope. And then these guys will use the machine guns against the infantry.
Right.
So that's going to be 6 dice.
So he's missed the half tracks with the Shermans, the Kangaroos. 2. So 2 saves on your infantry, 3 ups. They're okay.
And then these guys will fire at your half tracks.
Right. So this is the Stuarts, and they managed to, the half tracks are living a charmed life this time. The Tigers aren't, but half tracks are.
So how far can you see through that tree line?
He can see 6 inches beyond. They can see up to basically about there.
Okay.
They can see there, they can't see them. If they were a bit closer, they could. And it works both ways, so to speak. Right, Mark, have you got any more shooting and scooting or?
Actually, I don't need to shoot scoot more because I've just killed the guys with so yeah, so I'm not going to shoot scoot.
Right. So is that it?
That's it.
Right. German turn 4, first thing they've got to do is motivation. So a rally for these infantry. Right, they rally. A rally for those infantry. Over there, they don't, but they got a reroll from the HQ. And they don't. Now, last stand. So we've got a last stand on this half track. Got a 3 up. It stays, right. And then everything else is not in good enough condition to have a last stand because it's dead. So for withdrawing, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, so we still have to withdraw 1.
Yep.
Right, so you've got 6. You've got 1, 2 for the HQ, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you've got 7, sorry, yeah. So you can withdraw the flamethrower, or you're going to have to withdraw something which is more useful. You could take away the mortars if you wanted.
Away the mortars, because I know what's coming around the corner.
Right, so the mortars are leaving, and over to movement.
I don't really have much to move.
Not much moving for the Germans. The half track, surviving half track's gone over here to flame the house.
If I was to bring them out, they'd be able to conceal them. But
let's see if the Panzer IVs do anything. Then shooting. Okay. The Nebs, we're looking to fire at the time, but it's too danger close with the salvo template, so they're going to try and range in over here. So there'll be terrain under it. It's very rare that you have a salvo template that doesn't have terrain under it, so you'll need a 40 range in. No. Yeah. So, where do you want it?
I don't want it.
Yeah. Basically, just measure 6 inches forward. Right, okay, so 4, but it's probably about there. That's about as close as it can probably get. So, 3. I think we'll just roll 3 dice here. It's not too important. So just do the end to middle one. So, 7 throws, they're fine. There's anti-tank 2 against 0. Right, over here, now, you can stay on the ground or you can use fausts. This turn. You've got a Sherman in range, or 2 of these in range, or a combination, because you've got 2 fausts in there.
Yeah.
Or stay on the ground to be survivable. That's your decision you have to make.
Because, either I survive against all this firepower.
Just now you're hit.
6s at the minute.
6s to hit you at the minute. If you shoot, it'll be 5 to hit you, but you might kill a couple or bail a couple.
They can't. Oh no. So
The half tracks will just go to ground.
Okay.
So you're going to stick on the ground?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so your flamer, you want to get stuck into the flamer there. So the infantry inside the house, you've got 4 dice looking for 6s because they're going to ground too.
So I need 6s now.
That was a very dramatic bit of flaming there. Should have stuck with the fireflies. Right, so nothing there. I take it your infantry are just going to stay on the ground of those guys there. So that's you then, really, isn't it? Not doing any shooting and scooting, so over to Mark. Right, Mark, you don't have much motivations. You've got an unpinning and then a... Right, and then your last stand, he's staying, which keeps them there. That's what he's doing. Right, and that's a bit... You really so onto your movement?
Yep. Artillery, one last bash.
These guys are moving up, ignoring this objective. They don't like it. They're going to concentrate on taking that objective, and they're coming along to help them. There's some infantry coming up there too. Everything else is going to stay put and shoot. Right, so
See if this guy can cross.
the HQ coming up to join the party.
So is this going to be HE and machine guns?
Shooting then.
Right, turn 5 shooting. Where do you want to start, Mark?
We'll bring the artillery in.
Right, so those 3 bases now, because everything else is dead.
What 3 bases?
This one, and this one.
I thought he was just catching these.
No. Missed again, and then the commander. You always hit the commander.
Yep.
Yep. 3rd turn in a row. Right, commander's got to save, but 2 dice because you've got to re-roll successful. And he makes it. That's him done it. He's done it 3 turns in a row as well.
Right.
The template's right in here, by the way, so it's...
Right, so let's see. This Firefly, which belongs to those 2 tanks, will shoot at your half track.
Right,
And he gets 1 hit.
right, so the other guy's shooting at it.
And the other two are going to shoot at your building at the moment. So against the half track, firepower is bailed. And then the other 2 guys shooting at your HQ, which will be
6s. He's gone to ground.
no mission HQ. Okay, right. This Firefly will shoot at your half track, and his 1 tank will shoot at your infantry.
Right.
So against the half track, 1 hit.
Another firepower. He's gone this time. So
And
he's
then
dead.
Against your infantry down here, who will be 6s and all.
Yeah.
Nope. And then we've got, so they've fired up into there. So we've got the HQ guy who moved. So the HQ guy will shoot at your guy in the open, he missed. And then...
Second in command, he's eligible as well.
There, yep. So he'll shoot at the open as well. No, he missed as well. And these ones, oh, actually, no, can. Oh, see, they have track down here. So
He's hiding behind his card.
So we'll have 1 shot. I don't know if there's probably only 1 shot.
Yeah, I think 1, yeah.
175 on the half track. Missed in terms of 4. Right. The other 75, and the This guy will machine gun your HQ.
Right.
No. And the other 75.
No.
They missed. Right. Okay. So over onto the guys on this side. So have 3 shots from the 75s into your infantry platoon.
Nope. 6 is needed.
And the 7. 6. And does he get? Because he got the last time. No.
No.
Right. Those guys might as well have a pop. We'll only get 2 of them shooting down at your guys that have gone to the ground.
Good oak.
So we'll fire our 37s. 1 potential.
That'll be a hit.
Have a hit.
Yep. So we've got a save to make. It's probably the guys in the front here. One of them's been hit by a 37mm. Rolls a 6.
Right. Okay. And then we've got some machine guns from the guys into your infantry.
Just the kangaroos.
Kangaroos. Nothing.
No. I take it he's just going to stay on the ground.
Yep. And that will be the British turn.
Right. Okay. So turn 5 shooting. So the Nebs are going to use the HQ to try and land back here. 6 will do it. Okay. So I reckon it can be placed somewhere that's going to catch everybody. Yeah? So stick your marker down. Right. Right. So do your roast to hit. Look for 5. So you've got 2 kangaroos.
2 kangaroos.
Nope. And then you've got 3 Cromwells. They look like Shermans, but they're Cromwells. One of them and a Challenger that looks like a Firefly. No. So just one save.
6 is fine.
Yeah, it's very likely to do no damage there at all. Right, so you got your Panzer IV's gone for a couple of Stuarts. So you will 2 shots looking for 4s. 1. So that'll go straight through. Because it's 10 against 3, bailed out. So it'll be that guy there that he targeted.
Hit, but can't kill him.
Right. Your infantry could try and shoot. See him, he's gone to ground. Oh, you never do another dig in roll because you forgot to dig in again. No, he's not dug in. Right, if you kill him, they go away.
How many?
You got 2. They're not pinned anymore. That's 9. 6 is needed. So 3 hits on him. He's loving it. And then 12 dice from the half tracks.
Can you not get rid of that pesky bloke?
No, he's determined to remain. 2 more.
He's been pinned then.
And he's loving it. And after all that, you do know he's just going to run away next turn.
Well, he probably decided enough to spend our bullets for one day.
Right, I don't think you've got much else to fire here. Take it they're just going to stay on the ground to try and stay alive.
Yeah.
And that's it really. So over to Mark.
So motivation.
Well, it's,
Well, I've got a build out tank
Right.
over there.
he's fine.
Get back in.
And then Mr. Personality down here. So this will be a rally. Nope.
Nope. So he's still the last man.
And he's staying.
He's staying.
He's not going anywhere. That's the most important thing. So this is turn 7, I think. Anyway, they're closing in for the assault. Everything is coming around to assault that poor little platoon. And they're even coming round the back, folks. Coming round from here, so there's that platoon, that platoon, that platoon, infantry, and potentially more infantry.
Yeah, part of
Let's see what happens. Right, Mark, is that you gathered?
I think I'm just about gathered. Now, did I get anybody else? Oh, my God.
Come on, your artillery's not going to get there.
No, artillery's
No, but it's going to have 105 and that's going to make a mess.
He's going to fire at the house.
going to have to go to your HQ.
Right, we better bring the guns up because there's nobody that can fire the guns now.
They won't get there in time to influence the game, though.
Well, just get them. Because it gives them a chance to move.
I reckon what's going to influence the game is this.
Right, I suppose we better have a pop.
I didn't record all the shooting guys because there was tons and tons, but HQ got killed and one base of infantry got killed. That got bailed out. So the HQ is now in here and I built it half track. I can't use his Faust because he's a passenger. So the infantry are going to start by coming out here. So we'll have to work out defensive fire, which isn't going to be very much. Oops, sorry, the infantry are not going in first. Just slide that down.
He gets it. He gets it. So, you're going to have 2 targets from those guys.
Right, 2 shots looking for 5 because you're pinned. That won't do it.
So we've got 2 onto one guy. 2 and 1. I'll be trained some force. One's dead, which is that one more.
Right, you've got to motivate to counter-attack. You'll get a reroll. Your HQ's still close enough. And don't forget your lucky card. Anyway, so you can now counter-attack. So he's in contact already, so he stays. And then he can move up. Now these guys are veteran. So roll 1 for that one. And then 1 for that one. What was that?
2 fives.
Oh, right. Okay, so they'll be straight to firepower, 12 against 4. So, firepower on that one. Bailed. Another one. Dead. So, you can choose which one of them takes it. Now, do you want to use your lucky card, by the way, at any point?
Use his lucky card. He just rolled one once.
Does that mean I get to re-roll misses?
You could re-roll that failed firepower.
Yeah, he rolled it one once.
That sounds...
Save it for counter-attack.
Counter-attack. He's got a re-roll on that anyway.
Oh, yeah.
The HQ's there. Nah, still bailed.
I mean, now we finally agreed that he's used up his lucky card.
Well, he does need reminded. Right, so you can motivate.
We've got a bailed one. Now I can motivate.
Right, so that'll do it, I would imagine. I don't think they're the reluctant
No,
types.
they are Cromwells.
Oh, the Cromwells.
4 plus.
Yeah. Right, so 1 hit back.
You can come in.
Yeah, no, he didn't launch an assault. He's not part of the assault. You have to get in the initial assault, otherwise, as the attacker. No, so you've got to motivate to stay in the fight. You get a reroll though. Reroll.
Why would we roll for now?
HQ.
Could be commander in a half-track going, come on, lads.
He's actually,
Alright, look to the other side. Alright, fair enough.
I think he's fine, to be honest. Right, so roll to hit. So that one first of all. It's a hit, and then the other one is a hit. So once again, you can choose which one to put these on, because when there's more than one defending team being hit, the defender gets to choose which one it goes on.
Well, he's only one who's fighting.
Although, doesn't he have to go there and he has to go there?
There's 2 tanks alive there. Oh, is he dead?
Yeah.
Oh, right, sorry, your destroyed markers look exactly the same as bailed out markers. Right, so firepower to kill that one and that one. So bailed, and the other one that's bailed already is what? Dead. So that'll end the assault.
They're all dead anyway, aren't they?
They'll have to be
Apart from the firefly.
Well, he cannot continue the assault, so that'll.
He's bailed out.
Because he can't motivate to counter attack. Now this is it. You've got to now consolidate, right? So you got a 4-inch move. Right. So these guys have won the assault, consolidate over there, which means Mark's got another chance to come in with 3 tanks.
And killed me.
Is that they're the only two left?
Yeah. There's the HQ, but he can't do anything because he is right. They're not within 4, right? I could have twisted it a little bit.
Right.
So I need a bit of luck.
So he's now out in the open, so you have to dig in again.
Yeah,
No,
if
you.
if do
Oh, sorry, you
speed,
couldn't
so just
continue
hit
assaulting.
in your defensive fire.
Well, he's still going to get 2 shots, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pinned though, so he needs 5.
And if we kill him, then there's no way you can do anything coming back. So he's not with him. Right, okay, we've still got platoon in there. So, right, no, we'll kill him. Let's kill him. Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's try and kill.
Right. So 2 dice of defensive fire.
This is where you need your 2 5s.
No. Right. So 2 and 1, one on another.
Here we go.
Okay. So one's dead. So just take one away, and then you can motivate to count. Or you want to take the other one? Fair enough.
Yeah, because that's outside 4, is it not?
It doesn't matter at this point in the proceedings. Right.
Right. You counter attack, so you need a
Right.
4+.
But you get a reroll because of your HQ. Right, made it.
Right.
Right, so
You hit it.
3 up.
You need a 3. No.
So, on you go. Right.
So we'll...
Did you run away?
they are guards, but they don't have any...
They don't do.
They don't do anything, so they fall back.
Right, so they'll have to do cross checks.
Go this way.
I would say yeah.
So he
So
can
you're
easily
outside
get
6.
out of 6. I'd say he could probably go there. He's Mike. And then could he go? Yeah.
You probably have to do a cross check for that.
Yeah, he'll probably need a cross check. Don't know what that is. Right, so
He'll
he
get
fails.
captured.
So he's captured.
You have to, when you lose an assault and you have to break off, you can't, you move sort of the tactical distance, whatever your tactical move is, so you're no closer than 6 inches. So you're basically just outside 6. The tactical move, like on a gun team, isn't enough to do that, then you're captured. Or in this case, you hit a hedge, couldn't go over it, and get captured. So you can now consolidate
Use the
again.
bit so you can consolidate again.
And basically, see where you are just now, you're not in danger of being assaulted.
Yeah.
So you can just stay there.
Yeah.
So you're just going to stay there.
Yeah.
Right, so
In that
that
trench that the
will
sitting
end
there.
the assault. So motivation, so you got to unpin or rally this platoon of one guy. Nope, but re-roll it because your HQ's there. Nope, now do your last stand.
3+.
No, re-roll it.
You got the commander. Squeaky bum time.
Right.
What's that?
Well, that's if you want to stop playing now. Because it's not game over yet.
Not more.
He's captured the objective, hasn't he?
No, it's now. Now it's
Continue the turn.
which means you can shoot stuff. I don't know if it's important for the campaign to kill things or.
It can be for knocking out...
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, it's worth you playing out your turn just to see if any of Mark's stuff comes away.
Right, so he's legged it. So you got one guy there. He could potentially run over and try to contest the objective, but he will die. Right. Well, you're going to cross check for him, right? Okay. So he makes it. Now then, what? You've got to move to a position where you can shoot something, though. So consider. Oh, right. Okay. Then the guy's going to.
You could have turned them the other way around if you wanted to.
Probably won't make much difference. And
Right, now, see your HQ in the half track?
Yeah.
You have to dismount him if he wants to use his Faust.
In the rear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, so you're just going to clobber that platoon.
Yeah.
So that will be
5.
5 dice on 5.
Nice and fires even at that range.
2 hits, 6 against 10.
One is safe and one is...
Just potential bail.
No, they're
Oh, they're 11, sorry, I'm getting confused.
What's through?
Yeah. On the
Right.
to kill?
4, yep. Which one are you picking?
Doesn't matter, both Shermans. I'll probably kill this one because
Well, I'll see what
since I've got
happens.
Panzerfaust in there.
You can get both of them, whatever happens.
So I'll see if I can.
But he doesn't have to do
Panzerfaust
swim because he can just Panzerfaust.
Yeah.
So Panzerfaust misses.
So is that over 50% loss? So yes.
Well, what you can do in the assault phase is you can go in and
Yeah.
hit him in the back, and you can defensive fire him on the way in just to see if you can kill a platoon. And that's all we really need to do.
You'd have to do his. Do you check to see if you win before you do morale? Or do you do morale?
No.
Because he would have to see if he runs away or if he runs away.
Well, to finish this turn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So finish this turn, run in, defensive fire.
I think it's a standard challenge. You should have 5.
I should get 4 shots if he's facing the wrong way.
They don't worry about that anymore.
Oh, they don't worry about that. They
Yeah,
don't.
just simplified it. Right, 3 saves to make.
3 saves. He can do it. He's done the bullet dance.
He does. Right, see if you hit him on a 3 up.
Does he hit him? This is very famous. It's about him.
He does. So firepower. Well, it'll be
He
dead.
doesn't matter.
It'll be dead. Right, okay.
kill it.
So,
Marks.
With an 8, I could have had more machine guns.
okay, sorry. Just so it's nice and clear, he's behind the tank. Right, so, you've just got some motivations to do in Mark's turn then?
Yeah.
To determine the campaign and stuff.
Yeah, just the level of victory. Yeah.
Right,
So.
okay. So does he.
Just last stand then?
Just last stand?
Yeah.
So he runs away. And the Firefly over there?
Firefly.
Sorry.
Does stand.
Okay.
He's fine.
So what
You
did
can-
David kill then?
Right.
He killed.
Lost 1 platoon, plus his attached transports.
Yeah.
And
And then one platoon here.
a platoon of
Germans.
Germans. So
I think that's it.
that's all he's killed.
Now, you need to know what Dave's lost.
No, because he didn't have any Firestorm units.
Right.
So it says 7-2.
Well, there you go, folks. A win for Mark and the 30 Corps. I think it was a good game for Dave to learn a few things about the game. I think in terms of feedback, what I said to him was he was playing it a little bit too much like version 3 and not using his infantry with their Faust as much as he could, just staying on to ground, keeping your head down and surviving. It doesn't work so well in version 4 as it did in version 3, and he was quite defensive with his Panzer 4s. It made the objective that they were behind really secure, but it's not just about holding on to an objective when you're the defender. You have to push the attacker away as well, so it's just trying to get him to get the right balance. But it's just his first game. He's got another game coming up in the next battle report. Now, because that's part of Valley Gaming's campaign and part of round 2, I'm going to put that up next week. That's the plan, on the Wednesday. And after that, we'll go on to our Berlin Soviet coverage, which is hopefully going to start on the Friday. So there'll be 2 battle reports next week. Hopefully you enjoyed that one. Hopefully me prattling on didn't annoy you too much. And if you've got any comments about the game, any ideas, whatever, stick them down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed it and you haven't subscribed, hit the bell button, hit the subscribe button. Do the same for Valley Gaming while you're at it, folks. And that means it'll help grow the whole Flames of War community. So let's see you all on the next one.